Hello, folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Well, let us go straight to the wealth ratio. We don't have any time to waste, right? So let us see what's happening here. Well, we can see, as mentioned yesterday, uh, we had our bottom here, and since then the wealth ratio is rising. Also confirmed by the wealth ratio 30 hours moving average, showing exactly the same move. Let us take a look here. And well, I mean, we are talking about a very high level, so indicating that whales are sending their bitcoins to exchanges. And we had some, yeah, pump and dump, or at least one big pump and dump today that was related to SPX, SPY. And we need to see what happens next. However, it's maintaining very high level, and that's not good. That's indicating that whales are sending more bitcoins, and we will check the flow activity on spot exchanges. That will confirm what's happening today. The stablecoin reserves on exchanges also not looking very well, indicating they are taking more stablecoins from the exchanges. Also a good indicator of selling activity, and even the stablecoin supply in the market dumped once again. Well, as you know, that's absolutely not bullish at all. It's indicating they are sending more and more stablecoins back to the treasuries where they disappeared because they burned them. So Bitcoin net flow indicating, well, today, well, as usual, I would say, today more red than green, but this net flow is indicating the total Bitcoin net flow. So it's not making any differentiation between derivatives and spot exchanges. So let us take a look to the flow activity. So what's happening? Well, first of all, the orange curve here indicating Bitcoin spot. We are talking about the spot exchanges, 1 hour time frame as indicated here. And we are detecting bigger, at least bigger Bitcoin inflows. We received yesterday night, that was the biggest one, 2,700 Bitcoin. Since then, it just went down, indicating less Bitcoin coming in. And since this morning, we are lifting up here again, and it's indicating, I mean, I don't know exactly how much that is, but we have here almost 2,000 Bitcoin, and we have here 1,600 Bitcoin. So I would say that's almost 6,000 Bitcoin here. And that's actually a lot. We didn't see such kind of Bitcoin inflow activity since a while. At the same time, and I have mentioned that, we received big stablecoin inflows like we had here. But at the same time, big outflows as well. We can see here the net flow related to the stablecoins. And so it's indicating 50 million difference between inflows and outflows, and everything else, it's looking very flat. So we need to see, because we had here at the same moment 230 million in inflow, but 180 million in outflow. And that's it. The same happened here, but here we had more outflows than inflows. So I would say it's almost plus minus zero, but a lot of Bitcoin coming in, and that's, in my opinion, not good at all. So what's happening to the future market? Sorry. Well, First of all, we can see here, I need to zoom in a little bit more. Okay. And we can see here that the funding rate was declining and is lifting up again. And we can also here see the net flows. And it doesn't really look like we are getting more capital to derivative exchanges too. We can see here we had more outflows related to stablecoins than inflows. And right now, we can see here it seems that bitcoins are arriving to derivative exchanges. We need to check. Oh, yeah, it makes more sense. Uh, well, no, no, and that's absolutely right. At the moment, just few. I mean, we are talking here about a net flow of 500 Bitcoin. Here minus 170, here minus 90, here plus 200, and here minus 1,300. So, and that matches very well to the CBD. We will talk about that later on, but that matches very well, so we need to see. However, the open interest declining very hard. So they are closing their futures or they get wrecked. I mean, with and that was something I was expecting. Funding, leverage ratio, new all-time high. Just to make sure, that's a new ATH. Okay, that's insane, people. That's really insane. I don't like that at all because I have to work very hard for my money. I don't know if, yeah, I don't know what's happening with you guys, but that's really insane. And what's happening to the leverage ratio? Of course, it's dumping hard afterwards because now people are trading with less leverage. Well, that's future trading. Let us take a look if something changed. Yeah, shorts are coming in right now, it seems. So we forget as usual. Oops, we forget as usual Bitfinex. They are always bulls or bullish. Bitmax, not interesting, but Binance. And even we still have more longs than shorts. We are getting more shorts right now. I was checking this data today several occasions, and we had almost 700 million just a few hours ago, and now we have 945 million. So that's indicating that shorts are coming in. Now let us take a look to FTX, what's happening there. We can go there. Takes just a minute. Well, yeah, we can see that. I mean, bigger volume, of course, on the long side, but and I need a better entry for my short. So to see that here, that could attract the price action to go up. Let me check from 39.4, I would say, until 41. Well, I don't think actually a 41 is possible at the moment because of the sell pressure, but 40,400 is absolutely interesting. Very interesting, and that's something just because another option trade I have detected today. This guy was bought big calls for mid of May, 44K, and he adjusted it to call 40K. So he's expecting in the next few weeks, usually in the next few days, to go up to 40K, to have a retest of the 40K. So if that's the case, for me, the best opportunity to short actually. Yeah, You have heard right, short. At the moment, I don't see the market to be very. I mean, of course, you will have a lot of opportunities also just to swing, right? So to use the longs, then flip in to use the shorts. But what I'm seeing is BTC is just following SPX SPY. Just it's a copy one to one of this asset. And even if SPY is pumping, for example, Bitcoin is just stalling at 39.2, and that's the main POC. That's where the liquidity is, and I mean that it has such problems just to have its breakout there. For me, that's a sign of weakness. And I mean, it right now we are at 39,150. I'm just waiting to 39,800. If I see it keeps fighting to cross the 39.2, I will short from there because I don't think that Bitcoin will, at least in the next few days, go up more. But maybe I'm wrong. We will see. However, that would be perfect if we could make such kind of pump, maybe today in the night or whatever. I mean, as long as Bitcoin is following SPY, SPX, that could be maybe, yeah, a challenge to go up. I don't know. We need to see. However, that's the part of future. So who or what is driving the market at the moment? Let us take a look to the 30 minutes chart first. And that's the reason why I have said I would like to short, but I'm waiting for, if possible. I mean, I see that Bitcoin is challenging just to cross the 39.2. And one thing that makes me ultra bearish is that here. That makes me ultra bearish. We didn't see that because they use stablecoin futures a little bit just to lift up, and they bought a little bit, as you can see. Then they sold again, but they used the opportunity to sell their BTC future contracts. And you know, my idea or my theory is they use them only just to pump up, to lift up, and they sold almost every contract. Yeah, almost every. Not yet, but almost. And for me, that's an indicator we will see another dump very soon. And that's the main thing. So, but let us take a look to the 5 minutes chart to see what is driving the market right now. And that's the way where you can see that better if you use a little time frame. Bitcoin margin contracts down. They used stablecoin futures and spot to reduce to sell their Bitcoin margin contracts. FTX is selling now again. They sold almost everything and they are selling and selling and selling even more. Okay, so what we can see here is that the aggregated spot CBD just bought almost 1,000 Bitcoin. That's nothing. We need to be very careful. You can see that again we failed. I mean, here 39,200. I mean, here we were up 39,200. And that's a big problem at the moment. That's really a big problem at the moment. So, in my opinion, we will go down again. And these guys will sell again. Okay, they have started to buy here. I think they will use more stablecoin futures just to lift up a little bit and start to sell, and then when they sold 400 Bitcoins, they just let it drop like a stone. And you can see what's happening at the moment. I mean, these guys are selling. Okay, that's FTX, but we can go and we can see Bitfinex. Nothing happening. They were part of this formation to go up, but it seems they want to go down again. And yeah, let me check a little bit the time frame again here to make it clear what's happening. That's Bitfinex. That's the aggregated, that's stablecoin. Okay, let us go to the other chart. That's Coinbase. 5 minutes. Coinbase have started to both. Okay, they both even more here. But as many institutionals are trading on Coinbase, that doesn't mean they're accumulating. We need to see, of course. But we are talking here about 2000 Bitcoin. Yeah. So we need to see. It wouldn't wonder me because that happened in the past. They both to dump afterwards, so we need to see. We have here FTX USDT pair. Okay. They have both a little bit, almost 200 Bitcoin. That's nothing. I mean, when I say they bought, that means that's the gap between buys and sells. That's the cumulative volume delta, right? So we have Femex. Well, Femex is selling hard. Let us see here. Binance USDT. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, they have both. Um, yeah, almost 1000 Bitcoin and selling at the moment. And that's it. So for me, stablecoin futures are at the moment in the scope because they are reducing their Bitcoin margin contracts and holding a little bit with spot. We need to be very careful. So exchange walls, what's happening here? Well, Coinbase, nothing up, and some layers here indicating some walls. We have the biggest one at 35k. Deribit, 37k. Binance, also different layers here. Also here and oh yeah, they have different order walls. But the next one, 38k. Bitfinex, nothing. Spoofing. FTX. Oh, what happened here? That's new. It wasn't before. Okay. The same game like before. They don't want to let the price go up, it seems. Okay, that's new. 37,200 is the next one. That's just spoofing. Yeah, that's spoofing. So the next wall, 37. BitMEX. Nothing. They hit it actually their wall. Since then, nothing. So we have 37, 38 in mind. Also interesting. New walls. We still have some walls here. 37.5, 37. Okay, at 44, but nothing serious for me. Okay. Um, then let us check again. 40,700 and here different. They are, it seems they are here. Yeah, they are, that's here. They are placing new walls here. It doesn't look like they want to let the price go up. And a little bit go down to 37.5, 37 like FTX. 40,000. So that's it. Let us talk about the conclusion now.